Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the press conference for a great night of World Championship Boxing this Saturday from BP Pulse Live in Birmingham, England. It is all being brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions in association with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing. Along with our great sponsors, Riyadh Season, 32 Red, and Unibet. Tickets can be purchased through AXS.com, and this great event will be shown live on TNT Sports. Let's now welcome our participants already seated. Jermaine, the Kundalini King, Osborne Edwards. Ethan, Jamie James. Ezra, the Cannon Taylor. Ben, the Bomber Vaughn. Echo, the Engine Essuman. Lewis Williams. Patricia Bergold. Chantel Il Capo Cameron. Shabaz, the Maverick Masoud. Liam, Dangerous Davies. And now we hand things over to your host, Mr. Dev Sani.
Are we not clapping, Dev Sani? Can we? Thank you. Thank you, Thomas Treiber as well. Let's clap Thomas as well. Wonderful intros as ever. And the MC coming through, Thomas Treiber. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Birmingham. It's a Birmingham belter on Saturday night. I can't wait for this fight. It's been building up very, very nicely. Plenty of needle, plenty of words exchanged for your main event. Liam Davies, unbeaten, former English champion, former British champion, former European champion, and now the IBO world champion. He sits there and he defends his crown against an also unbeaten man, Shabaz Masoud, who holds a couple of amateur wins over Liam Davies, comes here representing Matchroom against Queensberry, and comes here wanting everything that Liam Davies has. It's a brilliant, brilliant main event. Everything that British boxing's about. The chief support, one of the best fighters in the world today, Chantel Cameron. She's back, and it's a tough test. Patricia Bergold, former world champion, brilliant amateur, and it's a proper fight for Chantel on Saturday. And as you can see from this table here, there's a lot to get excited about on the undercard, including a professional debut of Commonwealth Games gold medalist Lewis Williams here. We'll be live from 7 o'clock, TNT Sports on Saturday night, and 5:30, just before that, on the Queensberry YouTube page for 3 undercard fights. Let's start talking about these fights then. Let's start in the welterweight division, where we've got an eliminator for the English welterweight championship. The Northampton man, Ethan James, looking to bounce back from the first career defeat. He's coming back against Wolves man here, Jermaine Osborne Edwards, known as the Kundalini King. And I'm going to start with you, Jermaine. This is a step up for you. You've been on the small halls very much. This is the BP Pulse Live on Saturday. This is TNT Sports. And this is a very good fighter here in Ethan James. Tell us what you're thinking.
He's a good fighter, but his time's done, man. It's time to move over, man. Let the veteran step up. Is that I've had enough? You know, it's my time.
What is it that Ethan James should be worried about? Because I can see the belief, I can see the confidence.
Everything. I'm a dangerous fighter. I'm not even here for no payday. I'm here to win. I'm ready for war. Yeah, we're going to war, and that is that.
He's a very good fighter, very skilled Commonwealth Youth gold medalist. He's very good.
Doesn't mean nothing.
Well, Ethan James, let's bring you in. Doesn't mean anything, your amateur credentials. This man's come for war. What are you thinking?
Yeah, he's right. It don't mean anything. That's all in the past. Just like my fight recently is in the past, and I'm really looking forward. And I think you're going to see the best of me. I'm hungry. I've lost something, and I want to get it back.
How much is that hunger burning? How much is that desire in you?
It's been burning for the last 6 months. I wanted to get straight back into a good competitive fight. No easy fights, and I'm getting that with an undefeated fighter. And then I'm going to be pushing on, and I'm going to be bringing some more belts back to Northampton.
What do you think about your opponent here? It looks like he's ready to go.
Yeah, just as much as I am, I'm ready to go. So it's going to be a good night Saturday night.
It's a dangerous fight. You shouldn't have took the fight, mate.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Is it too much then, Jermaine? Do you think you could just? You're 11 years older than this guy here. Is this man versus boy?
Age ain't nothing. Yeah, it's just a number. I'm just as fit as these young lads, and I'm ready. I'm undefeated for a reason.
How do you see this fight playing out, Ethan?
Me winning. Simple as that. The best me's going to turn up. I've never been more hungry for a fight. So I hope he turns up to come and give me a fight, because that's
You're
what you
going
see the best
to sleep,
of me.
mate.
What, with
Night.
You've got one more stoppage than me, mate. I don't think either of us are going to
Yeah,
trouble,
mate. Yeah. Ask Owen Cooper how you get some, man.
Yeah. Well done. Cool.
Jermaine, what
Can smell the fear. I got the gods and the ancestors coming through me. Know this.
You're going to need everyone Saturday night.
Yeah, we'll see.
Jermaine, what can you tell me about your nickname? Because I did a little Google, Kundalini King. It's about some sort of a awakening of power.
It's a spiritual awakening that I had. And I rose that Kundalini, and I turned my life around, basically. I was partying and doing all kinds of stuff like the week before, and then I started meditating, and then I had a spiritual awakening, and I said to my mum and dad, I want to be something. They says, what? I says, professional boxer. And then 3 years later, I'm here. I haven't looked back since.
And what's the plan on Saturday? Are you just too rough for this guy?
I'm here to do the business. That's what I'm here to do. And it's game over for him. He's not going to like getting in there with me, I promise you that now.
Ethan, let's just get the final word from you on this fight. Apparently you're not going to like being in there with this hungry Jermaine Osborne-Edwards. What are you thinking?
Yeah, everyone says the same thing. Everyone's hungry on fight week. Everyone's wanting to fight. Just as much as he's not going to be wanting to get in with me after I fucking ping him for 10 rounds. So
Nonsense.
we'll see.
You got no power in you, mate.
Don't need to. I'm going to outschool you for 10 rounds, mate.
You got nowhere to run. So all you do is run.
Mate.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see, mate.
We will see. That is an English title eliminator in the welterweight division. Ethan James, Jermaine Osborne-Edwards on Saturday night. Great start to the press. It's good when they start. Brilliant stuff. Looking forward to it, gentlemen. We've got a brilliant light heavyweight division in this country right now, as we know, and there's upsets going on all over the place. There's controversy going on all over the place, as I'm sure we've seen in recent weeks as well. And there's a fighter here right in front of me who's building his name and is knocking on the door, who'll be there in these big fights very, very soon. Unbeaten Ezra Taylor, WBC international lightweight champion. And Ezra, it's a 10-rounder for you on Saturday against a tough Latvian who's coming over. And we've seen in recent weeks, these Latvians don't come over to lay down. Tell us what you're thinking about this fight.
I couldn't give a toss where he's from, to be honest. I'm ready. My opponent changed, unfortunately. I was ready to fight a 10-0 guy, but again, it's just another body for me, man. Like you said, the light heavyweight this scene right now is looking good. It's looking tasty. I'm coming through. There's a lot of moving parts. I'm the biggest moving part, man. You're going to see that on Saturday.
I keep hearing that, as you mentioned there, opponents have been pulling out. It's not just this fight it's happened in other fights as well. Why does no one want the smoke from the cannon?
I'm not too sure, man. I don't want to look at myself like that, but you could see me as maybe a high-risk, low-reward type for fighter or type of fight. But I'm getting to a stage where it doesn't matter of the risk. You got a reward here. You can challenge me for my belt. I'm a champion. But they still don't want it. But don't worry, I'm getting to a stage where you can't deny it. And after this fight, I'm not looking past my opponent, but I already know what's going to happen on Saturday. I want the British and the Commonwealth titles after that. And you know who's got that. And so that's where we're heading.
Well, I know who's got that. Louis Edmondson's got that after that win over Dan Aziz. Is this a kind of... I know you don't want to look past your man on Saturday, but that sounded to me a bit like a call-out, Ezra.
This guy's been calling me out, man. He's been in my DMs, he's been messaging me, and I didn't even want to entertain it because he had no substance. But now he does. You know, if Dan Aziz won that, the target would have moved to him as well. I'm out here to chase opponents. I'm here to chase titles. He's the guy who's got the titles. He's got my titles. So I want to see him next. Like I said, not looking past it. It's a cliche and whatever else. But I'm going to do a demolition job on Saturday. And when I see Louis Edmondson, I'm going to punch his head in as well.
Finally, Ezra, listen, there's a lot of noise in your division, as we've talked about. Why is yours the noise that we should all be paying attention to?
Because I'm in it. Well, at the moment, like I said, it's catching fire, man. Light heavyweight's kicking off at the moment. We just seen Bertaviev versus Bivol. And obviously, you got Bawatsi doing his thing. Willie Hutchison, he's there too. There's so many people here. And I'm just really squeezing my way through. But it's a process of elimination at this stage. I'm coming through at the right time, I believe. I've got the right attributes. I've got the right mindset. No mindset can compare to what I have right now. My hunger is getting even bigger each day. So that on its own is a scary sight. So yeah, I'm excited. It should be an exciting time for everyone else. Not if you're fighting me, but if you're watching, it's going to be a fun time for sure.
Great stuff. Thank you, Ezra Taylor. Back in action on Saturday night against Kristaps Ballmeisters, who stepped in at late notice, 10 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Let's move back down to welterweight. And the return of Echo the Engine Essuman against an unbeaten young fighter coming through in Ben Vaughan. And if you haven't seen Echo's fight yet with Owen Cooper back in July, probably the fight of the year so far, certainly in the top 3 or 4. Unbelievable fight, dramatic, where the Engine was put down himself but came back to stop Owen Cooper in the final round. And he's got a young buck here, Ben Vaughan, known as the Bomber, with a lot of momentum, who's just coming off 2 first-round knockouts. And we're going to start with Ben Vaughan here. And Ben, I keep hearing that you are one of British boxing's best-kept secrets. What can you tell us about this secret, Ben?
So, there's not much I can say, really. It's just I've gotten exciting, and yeah, I can't wait to show what I can bring to Saturday. So yeah, I'm so excited for it. It's going to be explosive, it's going to be exciting, and people are going to tune into this fight, for sure.
It's a big step up from the small halls to the big stage, TNT Sports. It's a big one against a guy who's been there, seen it, done it. He's certainly not his first rodeo. Are you ready for a step up like this, Ben?
I've been waiting for an opportunity like this for a long, long time. And the opportunities came, I've grabbed it. And yeah, I can't wait to show everyone what I'm made of. So yeah, be prepared for a big shock.
Well, let's bring in the Engine, Echo Essuman, and this is the second fight in a row now where you've got an opponent very much on the come-up, very much coming to get what you've got. How are you feeling about this fight with Ben Vaughan on Saturday?
Firstly, thank you for having me again. It's good to be on the table. Second fight with a young prospect coming up. Just keep feeding me these guys, because that's what keeps me going. That's fuel for the engine, for the fire. And when they bring out, when they try and throw bombs and put bombs in the engine, that just sets me into different gears. That's when the Spectre comes out. So careful what you wish for, because you might get haunted in there.
And Ben, feel free to interject. I don't know if you've had any kind of back and forth at any pressers so far, but this is a very determined Engine you have here.
I don't know, I have a massive respect for Echo. I remember watching him when I was a youngster in the amateurs. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a great fight between us both. We both have a great forward fighting styles. So yeah, I can't wait to have an opportunity to fight Echo and improve everyone wrong.
I also step in there just there. I do actually very much respect him, because he's spent time, he's served for the country, and that takes a lot of guts, heart, and whatnot. So he has my full respect, and he's had that throughout my training camp. So you'll see what that means.
Is it a potential banana skin here, Echo?
Every fight is a potential banana skin, but you just have to be the best you, and I'm raising my levels, so what can I say?
Ben, what did you think of Echo's fight with Owen Cooper?
Yeah, I thought it was a good fight. It was definitely certainly exciting to watch. But there's things I've seen in the fight which I know I can capitalise on. Just know everyone, this is going to be. You thought the last fight was going to be a fight of the year contender. This fight this Saturday is definitely going to be a fight of the year contender for sure. So yeah, everyone just be prepared for a big shock. It's my time, and I'm ready to show everyone.
Do you think you're getting Echo Esman at the right time?
I certainly think so. Like I said, he's what, 35 now, and I'm 25. Like I said, like it's 10 years gap. I'm fit and ready. Like I said before, this is my time, and I'm ready to show from that.
Echo, final word to yourself. You have an opponent who thinks he's getting you at the right time, just like before, right?
Yeah, just like before. Rolls-Royce engine, put holes in it, it'll keep going. Just fuck around and find out.
Apologies for the language, but yes, thank you very much, Echo Esman. Thank you very much, Ben Vaughan. Brilliant fight for the WBO European Welterweight Championship on Saturday night. Okay, we've got a debutant, Commonwealth gold medalist in 2022, a decorated amateur here in Lewis Williams, one of the most sought-after fighters in the country. He's made the right decision. He's come to Queensberry, he's come to TNT Sports, and well, Lewis, great to see you. You're back in Birmingham, the city where you won your Commonwealth gold. Excited?
Yeah, very excited. And yeah, what a coincidence to be back here where I won gold. You know, so it's nice. It's down the road. I can get a good load of support, and starting off on a great show. So I'm pretty privileged to be here, and I've joined a great team.
Feels like it's been a long time coming. I remember watching you get that gold medal. And that was like a couple of years ago now. So what have you been doing? Have you just been kind of biding your time, training? What's been going on?
Of course, I've always been training. I'm constantly stuck in the gym, but was heading towards the Olympics, and that didn't work out with bad timing and so on. So after that, it was always my choice to go to the professional game this year, and it's worked out. And yeah, so here we are back in Birmingham.
And what are your ambitions?
The same as I have in the amateurs, which is to reach the top. I don't think it's a sport you should just participate in. You got to have your goals and aim for the top, you know.
And you're going to be in the heavyweight division. Looking at the size of you, you certainly look like a heavyweight to me. It feels like you are going to be surrounded by brilliant heavyweights in the Queensberry stable and in the UK full stop. Yeah,
it's the team that everybody's joining now, isn't it, in the heavyweight game? I've been holding the weight down at cruiserweight for a while, and it seemed like the right time to let myself grow into the right weight class. So I'm a lot more comfortable now, and I'm just going to build my experience in this new weight and build a great career. You know, it's the heavyweights everybody's wanting to watch.
And you're from Leamington Spa. Now, there's a bit of boxing history there. Randolph Turpin was from there. Of course, he beat Sugar Ray Robinson all those years ago. I guess you're trying to make your name a little bit and be another big boxing legend from Leamington Spa.
Yeah, it's a massive name to follow up from, isn't it? Randolph Turpin beating Sugar Ray Robinson. So, yeah, that's some big set of shoes to try and fill. But, yeah, it's great that we've got some history behind it. And it's great to bring boxing back to Leamington again, you know. So everybody's supportive in my hometown, and I just carry on doing what I can do and use that support the best I can.
Decent opponent on Saturday for your pro debut. I think it's actually quite a good opponent for your pro debut, Lamar Griggs. He's had a draw with Hosea Stewart. He's taken a few good heavyweights the distance. What are you expecting on Saturday?
He looks game, doesn't he? So that's a lot better for me, I think. I don't want anybody who's going to just tuck up and take shots. I want something that's, you know, that's worth my experience. So I'm excited for it, and I'm glad I've got a decent opponent.
Good stuff. Thank you, Lewis. We are excited for your professional debut. Lewis Williams in action on Saturday, Commonwealth Games gold medalist. OK, let's move up to the top table. The return of Chantel Cameron, as I mentioned at the top, very simply one of the best fighters in the world. She is on a quest to regain the undisputed crown. She's currently the WBC interim champion, and she needs to keep hold of that to keep the dream alive. But there is a lady here in Patricia Bergholt who wants to ruin that dream. who has her own ambitions, former world champion herself. And I'm going to start with you, Patricia. The opponent that you have on Saturday, widely seen as one of the best fighters in the world. A big challenge. How are you feeling about this challenge?
It's going to be a tough fight. She's a great fighter. I'm looking forward to Saturday. It's going to be a great test for me because I'm coming from welterweight down to lightweight. So yeah, it's going to be a good fight, I think.
What are your advantages over Chantel?
I'm taller.
Anything else? You're a decorated amateur, former world champion. There must be things that you've seen where you think, I do this better than her, or not.
Yeah, but I don't think I will tell that here.
Very wise, very wise. Another one for you is, the last time you were in the UK, you took on Natasha Jonas. You were unsuccessful that night. You lost your world title. Is the fighter that we're going to see on Saturday much better than the fighter we saw a couple of years ago? Less pressure on you now, perhaps?
Yeah, and I did my training a little bit different for this fight than for the Natasha fight. And yeah, I think I evolved as a fighter after that night. So I think it's going to be a different kind of fighter in me this Saturday.
Okay, let's bring in your opponent, Chantel Cameron. Great to see you, as always, Chantel. And this is a real fight. This is a live one. But you only, since you've joined Queensberry, it's only been real fights. This is what you want, right?
Yeah, 100%. My manager knows as well that I only want the toughest fights. And obviously, at the moment, it's kind of waiting around for to see what happens with the 140 belts. But I wanted a tough fight, so I asked for Patricia. And I think it's going to bring the best out of me.
What do you, I mean, she wouldn't really tell us what she does well, or perhaps better than you, but perhaps you can give us some insight. You've followed her career in the amateurs as well. Very good fighter. What are you expecting on Saturday?
Yeah, I think we actually boxed in the amateurs back in the day on GB days. It's going to be a good fight. She's very technical. She's got the experience, but I think I suit the pro game a lot better.
And last time for your Queensberry debut, everything was new. It was new promoter, it was new training team, new TV channel, new everything. Now you're a bit more settled in. How's the mindset heading into this?
Yeah, a lot better this time. I think I done everything with a massive jump. I didn't take any baby steps, but got it out of the way now and settled in and just ready to get the ball rolling again on Saturday.
And that extra time with Grant Smith now, like, how are you feeling as a fighter? Is this the best Chantel Cameron ever?
I feel like everyone says that, so I feel like if I say that, everyone's heard that, and sometimes people lie and say that, but it really is probably the best shape I've been in, the fittest I've been, and I've been doing nothing but making progress in the gym, so I'm just got to put it into action on Saturday because talk's cheap.
Okay, let me bring Patricia back in here. Patricia, you've been a world champion in the past, interim title on the line here. Just how determined are you to become a world champion again in your career?
Very. I didn't come. I come to win. Obviously, I want to be world champion again. So I'm gonna give her a good fight Saturday.
We look forward to it. And Chantel, I guess for you, this is an opportunity to send out a bit of a statement that there's world title belts out there and they'll be in your grasp very, very shortly, right?
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to show everyone again that I am the best 140-pounder.
Okay. We look forward to prediction? Anything you want to? No. I didn't think so. I thought worth a go. Thank you, Patricia. Thank you, Chantel Cameron. Brilliant fight. WBC interim title on the line on Saturday. Okay, let's talk about the main event. Let's talk about these gentlemen here. So far, the build-up's been pretty bubbly. There's actually a face-off that these guys have done with Carl Frampton, which is out right now on the TNT Sports YouTube page. So check that out. Plenty of needle, plenty of back and forth. I've watched it, so some of my questions are kind of building up from that. I'm going to start with Shabaz Masoud, the challenger for the IBO world title here in front of Liam Davies, and it's 48 hours now. A lot of the build-up, you've said the talking's done. It's not done yet, but it's nearly done. You must be very excited.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, it's been an amazing camp. My team put me through hell, man. We've been working, and inshallah, 2 nights left, Saturday, let's go.
Are you ready to end this feud and end the world title reign of Liam Davies, Shabaz?
Yeah, 100%, man. 100%.
Underdog, heading into this, people writing you off, the bookies are writing you off from what I've seen as well. Do you prefer it that way?
I've always performed better when I'm the underdog. And one of the reasons why I started boxing was something to prove, and this is another thing for me. I've got to prove everyone wrong.
And one of the things Liam Davies said in this face-off with Carl Frampton, out now on TNT Sports YouTube, is that he said he's going to run right through you, but no one runs through Shabaz Masoud, right?
Good luck.
Let's bring in the champion. He's wished you luck in terms of running through him. We're nearly there now. How are you feeling about this one, Liam?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Like I say, can't wait to go. 48 hours. And me and him can settle it.
This is a fight that you asked for. I think someone might be taunting you in the crowd there, someone from Shabaz's team, and we might have a repeat of what happened before. Let's try and keep tempers down. But this is a fight that you asked for, Liam. Why? Why did you want to fight with this man here in Shabaz Masoud?
Well, because he's undefeated, isn't he? He's a good fighter, and there's a lot of talk that he's the next best, so I'm always up for a challenge, and I want tough fights. You get one go at this boxing, so I want to prove I'm the best, and Saturday night I'll do that.
Feels like this rivalry, I know, there's been back and forth, there's been bits here and there, there's been the 2 amateur wins, but it feels like there's something deeper than that. You've kind of alluded to it a couple of times. You keep saying, I'm a product of Brian Davies. This is deeper. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Yeah, do you know what it is? Shabaz, he's the same as me. We're just chasing dreams. We've done this all our life. It's other people get involved. I've been having bare messages to myself. I've been out with my wife. People drove past shouting shit at me. And it's okay, do you know what I mean? I can take it. Saturday night, you're going to see the best me. Like, people shouting. Like, this ain't about you, bro. Just let your man, this is your mate's time. Do you know what I mean? Just sit there and enjoy it. Buy your ticket. That's it.
Shabaz, you've been pretty adamant that your style is all wrong for Liam Davies. Give us a final bit of insight as to why that is.
You're going to see on Saturday, man. Just tune in. Talking's done.
Can we get some more talk?
It's ready.
Has this been the best camp ever? You've done things that you haven't had to do before? You've had to prepare like never before for a man like this?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. Like I said, he is a good fighter, and I've had to push myself to my limits. And alhamdulillah, I'm there and I'm ready.
Liam, you said at this face-off with Carl Frampton that you said that his, there's no real animosity with Shabaz. It's people around him, maybe been taunting you. You mentioned the DMs there. You said that his mates have talked him into a bad situation. Have his mates talked him into a bit of a beating on Saturday?
Well, yeah, of course, like, it's unfortunate for him. He's got to be the one that's got to take it. And I wish him all the best, because trust me, I'm on a mission, man, and I'm fired up, ready to go. We've done a lot of talking. The fight's sold. I ain't really... Everyone sees me as talking shit and come across arrogant, but like I said, people mess me behind the scenes. I just said it when the cameras are on and in public to people, because that's how I am. And now the talking's done Saturday night. Can't wait. And still, Liam Davies, knockout.
And
see, that's what I mean. Like, see, that's how they try and make it about them. You see what I mean? This ain't about you. You as amateur boxers, that never made it, man. Amateur boxers that never made it. Stop being sour. Stop being sour, man.
Just chill, man.
For reference,
just chill. Don't worry, I'm handle it on Saturday.
There are members of Shabaz's team who are calling out to Liam, telling him to make sure he turns up, etc., etc. So that's what Liam is talking about.
Now we're here. We're going to see. Like, say, you say what you want, man. It's no problem to me. No problem to me at all. People give criticism all the time to fighters. And it's always funny because it's from people that have had like a few amateur fights, never done nothing with their careers, you know what I mean? So say what you want, bro. It's Saturday night, you're going to see.
Shabaz, do you think there's a chance that Liam is underestimating you? I saw he kind of scoffed at the idea of you potentially knocking him out in this face-off, but I've seen you knock over an opponent in your last fight. I've seen you stop Jack Bates, and you had plenty of momentum heading into a fight with you. Has he underestimated your power?
The way it's looking, like, it does look like he's underestimating me, but if he's underestimating, like Echo said earlier, fuck around and find out, innit? So, don't worry.
And also, Shabaz, something that we've talked about is that, you know, in these face-offs, Liam can get quite intense. Liam, I think you've agreed that you can get emotional in some of these face-offs. Do you think that his head could go on Saturday and it's all a bit too much emotion, too hot-headed? What do you think?
It might have gone already, but...
I've never seen him so loud till all his mates are here. It's always his attitude changes when his mates are here. He was dead quiet Monday.
It's me, you on Saturday.
He didn't say nothing. I roll up.
It's me, you on Saturday. It's me, you on Saturday.
come on my own. I don't need no gang, like, backing me, gassing me up. I'm here to fight, man. I've done it all my life. Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. But you have respect, innit? That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, fellas. Let's keep it between the fighters, please. Liam, let me ask you this. You've told him a few times you plan on just folding him. Is that really the plan here? You've said that it could be over quite quickly. Do you see this as potentially a very short night on Saturday?
Like I said, I'm just speaking facts. When I hit people, they can fold. That's it. I could outbox him. People forget I'm a good boxer. I might do that. I'm going to do whatever it takes to win. Do you know what I mean? And quiet all these haters up, man. Trust me, 2 days, you're going to find out.
I was on the phone to Frank. Unfortunately, Frank can't be here today. His back's all over the place, but he'll hopefully be here on Saturday. I was on the phone to him this morning, and his message is like he very much believes in you. Of course, you're one of the 6 faces on that poster the other day, one of the British boxing stars of the future, very much so. It feels like there's big nights ahead should you come through Shabaz Masoud. So much on the line for you.
Yeah, but I don't bring pressure. This is what I love to do, do you know what I mean? It makes me more hungry, and it's a big night Saturday. That's all that matters to me. This one's going to be the sweetest one of them all.
And you're adamant your style's all wrong for Shabaz?
No, I'm just adamant that I knock people out. That's it. And that's what I'm going to do Saturday night.
Any thoughts, Shabaz?
No, I'm just ready to go, man. We'll see you on the night.
Okay, listen, Shabaz, I want a final message from you to Liam Davies. This will be the final message. What have you got to say?
We'll see you Saturday.
Liam, champ?
I got no words. None at all. Just see you there.
Shades of Artur Beterbiev here from Liam Davies. Thank you very much. We're going to do some face-offs down the front. I think we've got plenty of clips from today. This is the main event. Liam Davies, Shabaz Masoud, 2 unbeaten British fighters here in Birmingham. TNT Sports, 7 o'clock on Saturday. IBO World Super-Bantamweight Championship on the line. Thank you. Cheers.
Take stage weights. You're taking the black off, yeah? You need some, don't you? You've got to take these off, don't you?
You got it after this time. James, on the front table. They're doing it here. They're doing it here. No, you don't need to be this one, just leave that mic.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we are going to have the fighters face off. But first, we're going to welcome the fighters who do not have opponents here today. Making his pro debut, we are going to welcome from Leamington Spa, a 2022 Commonwealth Games gold medalist. Let's welcome Lewis Williams. And he will be competing in a 4-round heavyweight contest against Lamar Griggs. Next, we will welcome, competing this Saturday in a scheduled 10-round light heavyweight contest against an opponent from Latvia. He's from Nottingham, England, undefeated with 9 wins, 6 coming by way of knockout. Let's welcome Ezra the Cannon Taylor. Ben the Bomber Vaughn and Echo the Engine Essuman competing this Saturday in a scheduled 10-round contest for the WBO European Welterweight Championship. Oh, we'll do Ethan next. Face off. Jermaine the Kundalini King Osborne Edwards and Ethan Jammy James competing this Saturday in a scheduled 10-round contest. It is a eliminator for the English Welterweight Championship. Guys, back to me, please. Patricia Bergolt and Chantel Il Capo Cameron competing this Saturday in a scheduled 10-round contest for the WBC Interim Super Lightweight Championship of the World. Okay. This, our main event, Saturday, 12 rounds scheduled for the IBO Super-Bantamweight Championship of the World, brought to you by Frank Warren on behalf of Queensberry Promotions in association with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Boxing. Shabaz, the Maverick Masoud, and Liam Dangerous Davies. Shabaz, come in a bit. Thank you.
Don't worry, I'll make it quick Saturday.
Don't worry.